more. It's called Walking the Camino. It's a documentary about sort of the pilgrimage to this place. It's a trail, so it's a walking trail in Spain, I believe.
Okay.
The destination is this church. So you can walk from anywhere. You can walk from it's like brings people from all over the world. So there's a woman from Brazil who comes and walks this. I think it's 800 kilometers. Like it takes them like roughly it's like 40 days or less to walk these 800 kilometers. So you just get on this trail, and apparently it's this open trail, like just in the country that people are fully aware of. It's marked for the most part, and you can go and you can stop at these, I guess, hostels of sorts, and people are fully aware of who you are, and they stamp your book and let you stay there for the night. They give you a meal, and then they send you on the way the next day. And these people walk through the countryside, through the cities, through the small towns. My wife saw a little bit of this, and it's always been her dream to walk across the United States. And so this was like right up her alley. She was like, "Oh, this is, I'm gonna do this," And so I always thought she was kind of crazy, because my wife a little bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like something she would want to do, right?
No, not really.
But
not
it totally
really.
is. Like she's just like 100% about doing it. So I watched this, and of course, this is.
It sounds like something you might want to do.
It's totally something I would do because I'm just crazy.
And you're an outdoorsy person.
Yeah.
You like camping. You like
But she always asks me, "Would you do it with me?" And I'm like, "No." Like, why would I do that with you? It'd ruin our relationship. But now there's actual evidence that it doesn't. It actually brings people together.
Okay.
You have video proof.
Well, the only evidence I had before was Forrest Gump, and he was by himself, and everybody ran behind him. So you never saw Forrest Gump running with anybody else. This is different though. This is definitely walking. That's what she wants to do. She definitely knows that she wouldn't run across America, but walking is definitely something that she wants to do. But that's a little bit. No, I would say that's a little bit different, but it's not. I mean, 800 kilometers is still quite a bit of distance to walk. So there's a woman from Brazil. There's a guy from Germany. There's a couple people from the States. I think United Kingdom, that kind of thing. So there's people from all around the world walking this trail, and it's like I said, the destination is this church. So there's a woman doing it with her brother, and she brings her young son around. I don't even know. I think he's like 3. She has like a stroller, and this is not like this is a paved trail. Like it's like sometimes it's paved, sometimes it's gravel, sometimes it's through the woods. Like it's just completely random. So she has this like rugged stroller, and she's like pushing this poor kid like in the pouring down rain, the hot sun.
Ugh.
Like it's crazy. So like she fully dedicated herself to doing this, and she went with her brother, who all is worried about is partying. He gets to the next town, he's gonna have a party, And so the whole time she's thinking that like he's gonna eventually, come through and crack and come to her side. And spoiler alert, he doesn't. But she changes. She learns a lesson, and that's kind of what you see. This was like the upbeat documentary I got to see.
Yeah.
Of course, I watched this one before I watched Genius of Marion, which in its own right was a celebration of life. But Walking the Camino is kind of a self-reflection, because what's interesting is a lot of these people say that as they're walking this trail, they sense the end is near. So like they've learned something about themselves, but they don't want it to end. Like they all sort of, for the most part, I'd say most of them are sort of sad that it's ending, and that's kind of how life is. Like you
gotten used to the journey,
right? You like look forward to something, you hit it, and you're just kind of like, huh, like that was kind of it's a great moment, but like what's
now
next?
What? Yeah.
Yeah. And so a lot of these people are, running away from something, or they're walking towards something. It's like one or the other. Like you kind of learn about them a little bit. There's this woman from Brazil. You kind of learn that she was really depressed, and so she just had to do something to get herself out of this rut. So she decides that she's going to walk this trail. The Camino was what they call it, and so. Yeah, like, in doing some backpacking myself and this sort of hiking, I was really in tune with it. It's not easy. People get blisters the first day, and this one woman, a poor woman, she gets tendonitis in her knee.
Oh.
And so she doesn't know, like, that the day that she stops walking, at the end of the day, that could be her last time that she's walking this trail. So she just goes into it like, I'm going to act as if this is going to be the last time I walk this trail. So she tries to soak it all in. And her outcome is really positive, and that was really nice to see. So it's really kind of an upbeat film, like in a sense, but it's something I'd never even heard of it. But apparently it's all set in Spain, and something that the country has, developed. Like it kind of reminded me of the trails in Bloomington, like how they're just all sort of publicly available for usage. And this is apparently a countrywide trail that you can go on. And there's a whole network of people that are on that trail that will, of course, there's some money behind it for them, but you can crash at their place, and it's a big community of people. And you sort of learn that a lot of people pack too much to start, and then they have to kind of let go of
Get rid of
things.
it.
And so not only are they letting go of the physical things, they're letting go of emotional things. And I don't know, it was really well done. And I think it's worth checking out. It's something that, again, you don't really see a lot of documentaries about.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, definitely.
In its own right. But yeah, definitely never really gets super dark, which I appreciate. But there are some struggles throughout, that's for sure. But it jumps around between everyone pretty equally, I think, which is nice. You kind of just learn about them throughout.
Yeah.
This is what it reminded me of, and MTV, you need to do this. It reminded me of Road Rules.
Okay.
How they go around places and they learn about each other and they do crazy physical activities. And or now it's just like everyone gets drunk and hits each other.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of that. Like it reminded me of the feeling that show gave me at the end of every episode, or at least at the end of every season.
Yeah.
So it takes you on a journey, and it kind of makes me want to do it. Like now, like it makes me want to do that. I don't know. Maybe I'll take my wife with me, or maybe I'll take her up on walking across the United States. But it doesn't seem like the United States has something like that.
No, that'd be difficult.
But I don't know. Spain does, so why don't we go there instead?
There you go. A Place for Film is recorded at WFIU Studios in Bloomington, Indiana.